stick to it. Walking into the living room, Reba stopped abruptly. Dominating the center of the floor was a massive, complicated-looking piece of exercise equipment. It had pulleys, pads, and metal bars sticking out in every direction. "What is that? What is this contraption?" she demanded to the empty room. Van jogged down the stairs, looking extremely pleased with himself. "This is the Exorcist. This little puffy is great for your abs and butt." "Sorry, I did not mean to talk about your butt." Reba stared at him. "Why is this in my living room?" "Well, there is no room in the garage," Van explained logically, "and I figured this way everybody can use it. Plus, it has good airflow, so the sweat smell will not knock you out. And luckily, it is downwind from the fancy eating table." Reba rubbed her temples. "Do not worry, it is going away. It is totally portable," Van continued, oblivious to her mounting frustration. "I can have it moved on a day of notice." "Pretend I told you yesterday," Reba replied firmly. Before Van could argue, the front door opened, and Brock walked in, holding the hand of their 7-year-old son, Jake. Jake was deeply engrossed in a handheld video game, completely ignoring the world around him. "Well, it is about time," Reba said, turning her attention to her ex-husband. "Your son has been waiting. It upsets him when you are late." "Yes, level 3, Jake suddenly cheered, his eyes glued to the screen. Brock smiled proudly. He is a man. He hides his emotions. Brock then noticed a massive machine in the center of the room. "Ooh, the Exorcist. Cool, huh? You know, maybe I will keep a pair of shorts over here, and we can work out together sometime. It is not staying, in spite of what it could do for my butt," Reba said, crossing her arms. "Let us go, buddy." "Okay, I made a list for you, too." Brock groaned, taking the piece of paper Reba handed him. "Oh, you made a list of things I should do with my son?" "No, I would never do that," Reba replied sweetly. "I made a list of things not to do. Like last week, you took him to the dog track. He won $75. You told me it was 50. Brock protested. "Hey, those nachos were not free." Reba shot back. "Come on, let's go, Jake." "No golf?" Brock asked, looking at the list. "Reba, this list is ridiculous. The kid loves to caddy." Van, meanwhile, was testing out the Exorcist. "Come on, let us go, let's go, let us go." "Hey, you sound just like Coach Howe. Now tell me I am worthless, and I hit like a girl." Reba gave Van a look of utter pity. "Oh, EW, if only you had read that a couple of months ago." Later that afternoon, Reba found Cheyenne in her bedroom, trying to find space in a closet now overflowing with football jerseys. "Should not Van be here by now?" Cheyenne asked, glancing at the clock. "He will be here," Reba said, leaning against the doorframe. "He is a football player. He is very busy." "So, how is the room you live and love in?" Cheyenne avoided her mother's gaze. "It is fine. It is a little more crowded with the exercise machine. Thanks to you." Reba gasped in mock offense. "You let him put that in your room?" "My husband has a hot body, and I fully support that," Cheyenne said defensively. "Oh, so how is Van's cheerleader poster growing on you?" Reba asked, a knowing smile playing on her lips. "Not that those gals need to do any growing." Cheyenne sighed, finally dropping the act. "Mother, this is fun." "No, I am curious. Which one is your favorite? Brandy with the I or Brandy with the Y?" Right. They are all stupid, and 2 of them are not even that cute." Reba chuckled, stepping into the room. "Oh, thank the Lord my little girl is back." "Mother, marriage is hard," Cheyenne confessed, sitting heavily on the edge of the bed. "I actually have to think about his feelings. It is so unfair." "Tell me about it." Reba agreed gently. It is scary when you are dating and it ends," Cheyenne explained, her voice trembling slightly. "It is like, who cares? You're going to college. But when your marriage breaks up, you are just a loser." She quickly looked up at her mother, her eyes wide with panic. "No, I am sorry. I did not mean you. I meant for young people." Reba held up a hand, completely unbothered. "Are you through?" "Yes, I think so," Cheyenne mumbled. "Look, You're going to have to tell Van how you are feeling, Reba advised, her tone serious but supportive. Cheyenne nodded determinedly. You are right. I will tell him as soon as he gets here. Well, at least he is coming, Reba mused, remembering her own past. When I was pregnant, your father would not get within 50 feet of a gynecologist's office. Suddenly, Brock walked into the house, looking a little flustered. Mother, Jake, yelled from the living room. Guess what I just saw? I got a picture of it. Reba walked out of the bedroom and froze. Oh, the baby. Why is he here? Why are you here? Brock shifted uncomfortably. Oh, Dr. Schmidt and I are doing this trade thing. He is taking care of the baby, and I am giving his wife a root canal. I am coming out way ahead on the deal. Hey, Reba. Dr. Schmidt is terrific. Reba glared at him. What is wrong with you? This is supposed to be father and son time, not father, son, mistress, and gynecologist time. Oh, come on, Brock defended himself. The kid had a blast. Besides, you're always after me to do stuff with him that is educational. Reba noticed Jake holding a plastic anatomical model. Jake, put that down. The uterus is not a toy. This is why I give you lists. Yes, well, the gynecologist's office was not on the not-to-do list, Brock pointed out. You do not see strip club on the list either, Reba countered, her voice rising. But I can write it down if there are any questions. Oh, boy, here we go again, Brock sighed. Because you never change. Can you please talk about this later? Cheyenne pleaded, stepping out of the bedroom. Let's everybody take a deep breath and visualize the beach. Reba looked at her daughter. You want to know what I am visualizing? All right. We are leaving, Brock surrendered, grabbing Jake's hand. Let's go, Jake. Where are we going? Jake asked, looking up at his father. Well, son, I do not know, but we certainly will not be getting our new shoes wet, Brock muttered as they walked out the front door. Just as they left, Van burst into the house, sweaty but beaming. Hey, Coach, how is it going? Hey, babe, I am sorry I am late. I hope you are not mad. Of course I am not mad, Cheyenne said smoothly. You are my husband, and I love you. Van grinned, completely oblivious to the tension in the room. I could not decide what to wear. I have never been examined by a gynecologist before. He turned to Reba. Montgomery, wish me luck. Thank you. Reba whispered to the empty space where her sanity used to be. Later that evening, Reba paced the living room, trying to make sense of the chaos that was her life. The front door opened, and Brock returned, looking exhausted. Hello. Where's Ross? Reba asked, looking for her other son. Well, he seemed a little tense, so I dropped him off at the driving range after dinner, Brock admitted. Dinner? Reba pressed. I had a banana split, a candy bar, and a nice mocha. Can I stay up all night? Please thank Brock for bringing him home late, and all jacked up on sugar. Brock sighed, rubbing his forehead. I know what is really bothering you. And I just want to assure you that Jake was out of the room with me while she was being looked at by the down there doctor. I will call later. He turned and quickly exited the house before Reba could unleash her fury. Reba groaned in frustration. Oh, you got to be kidding me. She walked upstairs to check on the young newlyweds. Cheyenne was sitting on the bed, staring blankly at the wall, while Van was tinkering with the massive exorcist machine, which now occupied a solid quarter of their bedroom space. Cheyenne, Reba said, folding her arms. I thought you were going to tell him to get that machine out of your room. Cheyenne shrugged softly. But then I realized it does not really bother me. Van needs a space, and I did not want to make a big deal about it. Mother. Well, I do, Reba stated clearly. Mother? Stop, Cheyenne hissed, her eyes darting toward Van. Van was entirely focused on his workout. Go, Van. Come on. Yes. Come on. Go, Van. Go. Reba stepped fully into the room. Monsieur, you cannot keep this thing in here. Van stopped his repetitions and looked confused. It is okay. Cheyenne said it was cool. Tell him. Cheyenne looked mortified. Tell me what? Van asked, turning to his wife. Tell him you do not want to